Hi guys, it's Steve at Golf Tech Systems. We are in the Abingdon Demo Centre. Video today on questions that we get asked a lot. We're building a golf simulator, and it's whether you can do it as DIY. So many customers will come to us, come into the showroom, look at a build, go through all those components that they're looking for their sim. We will then provide a quote, and then obviously installation is a part of that. But we do get a lot of customers wanting to do DIY, but they're not quite sure how to do it. They can be hands-on, but they need the expertise. So we do offer something called DIY CAD Consultancy, and that is proving to be very, very popular. So the point of the DIY CAD Consultancy is we will either run through in the showroom with you all those components that you're looking for, or obviously we can do it by video call or phone, etc. If you're not able to get to the showroom, or your international client or something like that, or far away from us. Once we've then got your spec and your spec's been agreed, we can then give you two options of our DIY CAD consultancy service. So tier one is effectively a cheaper alternative. That's where you are buying all those components from us. So if you can commit to buy all the components from us, then you get a cheaper consultancy package. If you want to go and buy your own components, or even none of the components, if you feel that way, you can do, and we still offer you that level of service. It's just a slightly more expensive option. There are reasons why some customers have gone with not buying everything from us. We'd always prefer that customers buy everything from us, obviously, but we do understand certain situations where that may happen, and it could be something like, I don't know, a well-known PC shop could have a very good deal on a gaming PC that we can't compete with. Recently, we had it with Foresight where they were doing the Next Junior program, and that client was getting a discounted GC3 because their children were taking part of that, and that's something that resellers can't do. So we understand that that can be in there, and we accept that, and we're okay with that. But as I say, that's why we offer the two tier levels. Now, the important factors are it's what you're going to get out of that. So, can you build a sim DIY with knowledge that you're finding on, say, Facebook groups or YouTube channels, etc.? Yeah, of course, it can happen. But bear in mind that you could find that you make mistakes. The advice that you're getting, albeit could be good, normally though it's coming from someone who's only built one system, one simulator, which is their own. So just bear that in mind as well, because sometimes what will work in one setup won't carry across and work in another, or it might not be optimum in that sense. So that's always something to consider when you're working with a company that's done loads and loads of sim builds. There's a lot more knowledge, and that can pay dividends later when you're doing this sort of thing. Just making simple mistakes with, say, cabling or something like that, it could have quite a dramatic cost to then rectify it. So part of the DIY consultancy service is we do a layout drawing. That's the first thing that we will do. So once we've gone through all the elements of those components, we will do a layout drawing. We then pass it back and say, these are where we're positioning all the components. Does that work with what you're doing? Seating, positioning, that sort of thing. Some things have to go where they have to go. Projectors, for instance, within reason, tracking devices, but some other things we can move, like monitors, PC position, that sort of thing. Once we've then clarified where everything's going to go, we will then do an electrical layout drawing. So that's going to be great to give to your electrician. Him or her can then obviously look at that, very simply understand where they need to put power points, flex outlet sockets, things like that, spur switches, whatever it may be. And then that helps them without you having to worry about where those sockets are going to be, etc., in the room. The last part of the service is we will then do a cable run layout. So the cable layout drawing is all about connecting all those components together. So again, you know which cables you need to run to which components and how it's all going to connect up. We do offer a cable pack once we get to that stage and we've confirmed where all the drawings are gone, so we know the cable lengths, etc. And if we supply the cable pack, we will then label each end of every cable that's relevant to the drawing. So again, we're trying to make it completely bulletproof for that to work for you. We found so far that that's been really well. It's worked well with a lot of customers that we've done that with. It's made sure that they've just got that sim build correct the first time. No issues at all going in, and everything hooks up, turns on, and just works exactly as intended. So a little bit of money up front, getting that service to get that standard right, I think it's really worth it. I think it's something that, as I say, from previous customers using it, it's worked well, and I can understand why some people don't want a full install system, but at the same time, we want to make sure that you get that system right on day one. Hope that's a good explanation. If you need any more information on that, you can visit us at www.golftechsystems.com.